Hi there, and today I'm going to show you just what is in my garden here in Denmark. And be sure to watch to the end of the video so you can learn the Danish words for some of your favorite fruits and vegetables. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, I wanted to give you a little update on my garden. I posted a little while ago on my Instagram page where I was planting a whole bunch of seeds to see what was going to happen, and right now a lot of those seeds have actually started to sprout. It's quite amazing, and I'm planting them out in my garden boxes right now. Here's one of my garden boxes. Actually, I just bought some mint at the store, and I planted in here just because I didn't have anywhere to plant it at the moment, and I didn't really know what I was going to do with this box. But these right here are my cucumbers that I planted from seeds about a month ago, and now they're looking quite nice. And I'm going to plant some more cucumbers in here, and that I have here, and some of my other just leftover containers that I just keep these. I'm like a hoarder when it comes to like these little containers. So I had a lot of these for when I wanted to plant seeds, and so I'm going to plant some more here in this garden box. I have just a few more cucumbers from my stash in our sunroom to plant here, and I like this spot because it's very close to the house. It's also very close to our water pitcher here that we have for our rainwater. And then this is a bush that's kind of right in front of it, and it is our soul bear bush. It's actually black currant. So here we're going to have a whole bunch of black currants coming, and you can use those to make jam or juice or anything like that. Just love the way these look. I can't believe how well they've turned out. I've of course had cucumbers before, but I've never put them outside in a garden box, so this is the very first time I'm doing this, so I'm really excited to see how it's going, and I just wanted to keep you guys all updated with how things are going in my garden. So this is filling up of garden box number 1, or at least starting to put some things in garden box number 1, my cucumbers, and then of course the mint that I bought at the store. But these were my seedlings, and they're getting to be nice big plants. Okay, and then there's a few other things. We also have some yellow squash here that's doing quite nicely. I'm gonna have to find a spot for that as well. And then the lettuce over here is just out of control. It's getting kind of dry in this window, so I'm really going to need to make sure that we keep it watered and we actually get it moved out to the garden box. We're going to be moving it to a different garden box than the cucumber one. I also have some spinach here that's actually growing quite nicely, so I'm really excited about that. I thought I would also explain just what these things are down here. We have these styrofoam containers that actually have, I think I can show you, holes in them. And that's the holes for the roots to grow down into, because this box, you can't quite see, is filled with water. And so we fill these with water, and the roots kind of suck up the water from below. And they have these circles on the top, and then you can cut them out, and then you just plant your vegetables right into those spots. And it's actually quite a really interesting little way of doing things. Here are a few other things that we have going on. My husband actually planted some tomato seeds in there. That's a little wild if you ask me, but that's his project, so I'm going to leave that alone. I planted here some beans, and those are coming along quite nicely. And then also here in the back, that's some dill. Here's some more dill. I like dill. I like to use it when I'm cooking. The only other thing I mentioned, I had bought the mint at the store. I actually also bought 3 pepper plants because I could not find pepper seeds anywhere. I looked and looked and I could not find any, so I just went out and bought pepper plants. So those were not from seedlings like everything else. But here, I haven't really done a whole lot. There's just a little bit of basil coming up in here. Not a whole lot, but then we also have some radishes that are doing quite nicely right here, and those I'm actually also going to be planting out. I think I'm going to plant them with the lettuce. So this smallest of all the boxes has lettuce here on the side and radishes on the right side. And then an even bigger box is where I put the yellow squash. As you can see, that is here. And I'm not actually quite sure what else I'm going to be putting in this box just yet. Here in a pot, I actually put some onions, which you can see they're actually coming up quite nicely too. Usually I think onions get planted in the fall, but we had some onions that were, you know, growing some green on the end. And instead of throwing away, I just put them in a pot of dirt. And this is what's coming from it. And I thought, I've never tried that before, and I'm going to give it a try this year and see what happens. I also have some blueberry bushes. I actually planted these last year. So you can see that they're already starting to kind of get some pink on them, where the blueberries are going to go. This one didn't have any blueberries last year, and sometimes that happens when you plant them. I put it in a pot, which looks like it needs to be watered. And then I have another one in a pot over there, and it's actually doing quite well. Here I planted strawberries last year, and they're already coming back up, so that'll be nice. And then again, if you follow my Instagram, you would see that I showed you these strawberries once before, but now you can see they're much larger. And then here's another blueberry bush that I have in a pot. This one we kind of move around, but this one is actually starting to get some blueberries on it. This one we got a lot of blueberries off last year, so it was nice. And then I have a couple other blueberry plants here, but I don't think that they're quite ready for blueberries this year. Sometimes you have to wait a couple years for them to come. This skinny thing here is our plum tree. I thought my husband pretty much killed it when he pruned it a few years ago, and we didn't have any plums last year. We had so many the year before, but it looks like we could be getting some this year. Fingers crossed. I would really hope to get some. Okay, now it's Sunday morning, so these have been out here for about a day and a half. And the lettuce and the radishes are looking just fine, as they were before, pretty much. And the same thing with the yellow squash. So it looks just fine. We've been having some rain, so I haven't had to water them. Same thing over here with the cucumber. I mean, the mint was doing just fine anyways, but cucumber seems to be doing all right after a day and a half. And we'll just check back with you after, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks or so, and we'll see where it's at then. Gul, squash. Erde. Tomat. Mynte. Agurk. Salat. Dill. Spinat. Blåbærplanter. Blåbærplanter. Blomster.